So yeah, time to love your body again. Hey, this is what we're about. Expert coaching, accountability, sustainable results, living strong, healthy, and happy. Thus, it's not an empty slogan.
And it doesn't mean that you haven't loved your body, but like through all the past, I don't know, it's been like 19, 20 months since things have just been kind of weird. And so it's time to like really like focus in on like, I not only want to reach these fitness goals. Oh, there's one of our kids.
This is the live broadcast is what's happening right here. You get like sun sightings, teenager sightings.
Anyway, time to love your body again. And we're still all about, from the very beginning, strong, healthy, and happy. That is what we want to empower you to do.
Here's one of our rock stars. We love you, Joanne.
Joanne, are you in the house?
yeah. Hey, she's sharing about she continues to achieve her goals with that expert guidance of a highly educated team of coaches and how important that is.
Right. And I think it's important to note too that like there's a lot of gyms out there. There's a lot of trainers. There's a lot of different fitness programs you can do. But if you really want the best in quality and fitness, you got to really look at what is their background, what is their education. And I think if you guys spend it, we'll go over very briefly what our backgrounds are, but you'll know that we get the best team around.
Another rock star. We love you, Amy. Talk about motivation, community, being in the gym, outdoors, making it a priority in your life. Those are great words shared from Amy.
You're doing great, Jess. You're doing great.
I am. Hey, reach your goals and keep them, guys. We don't do gimmicks. We don't do fads. We don't do reckless abandoned. We don't do,
whatever the best hot new topic
the next
is.
Instagram fad.
If it's not scientifically proven, it's not in our gym.
Right.
We're all about safety first. We want to make sure that you get the most safest, effective workout possible. And again, sustainability. I want Jesse to talk about sustainability. He does it so well.
Well, sustainability, you talk about it in nutrition, you talk about it in, like farming, it's a resource management, things like that. Your body has a finite amount of resources as well. You only have so much energy. You only have so much ability to heal from what you're doing. So it's important that we bring that into our fitness, our nutrition, and our mental mindset as well.
So your time's important. Like all of our workouts are designed to be 45 minutes. It doesn't mean you can only spend 45 minutes in the gym, but there's a reason why we do that. I know you're busy. I'm busy. Like 45 minutes is really all you need scientifically. Warm up to cool down. Now you can spend a lot more time, and I see people spending more time in the gym, and usually, they're on their phone or they're texting or they're doing something else other than just focusing on that workout. Not that you can't spend longer time, obviously training for a marathon, some kind of endurance event, you got to, but your time's important. And so that's why we really focus in on making it as effective as possible.
And so the no more guesswork part, like your time is so important. Like we get that. It's the most limited resource we have. And we hear as we're coaching people through making changes in their life, that's always the number one obstacle. So taking out the guesswork, taking out the what should I be doing next and how should I be taking care of my body, we take care of
right.
that.
And we're not only about what I want you to do. A lot of trainers can tell you this is what you should do. I want you to start to understand why you're doing it. Because when you get that integration with your body and your mind, you get so many more results and you get to keep them.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to be introducing more in just a second about our master program, MyFit24 master program that we've developed over 14 years of research and development to take all of the guesswork out. You're going to be able to track your results with our integrated app, tracking your heart rate, your workout, your nutrition. It connects with your Fitbit, your Apple Watch. This is the most integrative, most comprehensive solution that you've ever seen. Nothing better exists.
Right. And we have had an app for a long time, for many years. We were way ahead of the game with even getting an app. This new app is literally the MyFit24 app designed specifically for MyFit24 members. So it's coming very soon. We're still in the development process and working with Apple right now, but it's coming soon and you guys are going to get it. And we're excited.
All right, we're going to keep things rolling.
All right, we got people coming in still.
Yep, cool. hey, it's about your goals. Ultimately, we're not serving you if we're not helping you hit your goals.
Right. And especially we'll go into what our VIP members are getting, but basically, if you want that VIP service, we can focus directly in on what your goals are, where you are right now and what you need, what you're recovering from. Like, we got top-notch corrective exercise specialists. Joe's like our mobility dude. He knows everything mobility and then some, and we're going to meet you where you are. And as always, we try to keep it fun. Sometimes I play the music a little too loud, but it's because I like to have fun with you guys. I saw some head shaking. They're like, yeah, sometimes it's too loud, Stace.
Hey, this is our team, guys. We're here. We've had a lot of folks with us over the years, and it's been a real joy growing together with some of our community members, and we still can stay connected with a lot of our past team members as well. And we're currently in the process of interviewing some fantastic talent to bring on board to grow our team.
You're going to read my words: educated, experienced, certified, and dang good. Right? So of course you guys know Joey. This is a rare sighting of Joe smiling for a picture, so I had to get that in there.
Mm-hmm.
And of course we are hiring, guys, so be on the lookout for our next awesome team member.
Hey guys, so here's a piece of this master program we were talking about. Okay, so it's going to be 3 components: exercise, nutrition, and mindset. Those are the 3 components: strong, healthy, and happy, of our master program. This is just a brief example of how one would walk through these progressive periodized stages.
Right. And you don't need to
of
learn
an exercise
these right
program.
now, but
don't get overwhelmed.
We want you to know that we put the best in exercise science and research. The stuff that really, really works is put behind this program, and it's proven to be effective.
Yep.
We're also going to dive deep into nutrition. I'm a nutrition coach as well. We all have a long background with nutrition. We take it really, really seriously. So with this new master program is going to be nutrition coaching. Every month, our entire community is going to be focused on specific nutrition goals. Right. It doesn't mean you always have to participate if you're not interested in whatever we're doing that month, but it's going to be accessible to you. It's going to be built right into your calendar.
Right. Here's a little overwhelming. Don't try to memorize all this.
Actually, there's going to be a test. You guys have to remember all of this for the end.
This is the master program with the main components of the exercise, nutrition, and mental focus that we have in store for you guys. Each one of these has an in-depth look to progress you through the year. Now, an annual cycle over the course of the year is going to take you through these phases, each one progressive and naturally leading into the next. This is the picture of sustainable fitness right here.
Right. We'll dive back into this later, and some of this may change through time. So we're just gonna kind of bounce it off you right now. But let's go back to that exercise model. And you can see these different stages. You may have no idea what hypertrophy is, what max strength means. We're gonna go just briefly over each one to kind of give you an idea that what it's all about.
So just a little taste. Here's some great tidbits to take away. Mobility, making those gains without the pains. One of the most overlooked components of any workout program. We all need this, flat out. If you don't have it in as part of your program that you're revisiting at least periodically, you're going to have those pains.
Right. So every couple months, we're going to focus in on mobility, and that's the blueprint for improving movement. Doesn't mean you're not going to still be lifting weights. Doesn't mean you're not still going to be working on those goals. And if you have like a weight loss goal or something, those can be incorporated. But this is an important step to take every so often. So making sure that we're working on the basic movements of stand, walk, run, throw. You're going to be able to heal quicker, recover faster, and just live life more pain-free.
Next one, stability. We're talking about not just the movement capability, but how can I control my movements? So having movement through range of motion is important, but can I control that full range of motion all the way? Joint stability, improved coordination, core stabilization, posture. All of these things are critical and should be part of your element. You don't have to think about it. We've built it in for you.
And it certainly doesn't mean we're just going to be doing yoga, Pilates, and core work for the entire month. We're working in, basically, it's the way that we train is going to be based off of the stability focus. All right. I'm sure you guys all know Don. If you come to the gym, you know Don. All right. He was in there this morning. I think he's there more than I am. Another great client who has a great success story. He actually has a video up on our website. So I definitely encourage you. Go and check that out. Don, if you're here, thumbs up for always hanging in there. Next up, we got endurance. Oh, I got another member. Hold on one second.
Oh, we're
Double
talking about
timing.
heart health, your endurance, you're optimizing your oxygen intake, breathing better. Endurance also helps you to tone up, elevating your ability to perform with strength over time. Again, an element that must be addressed, and as you focus on it, you can improve it.
Right. This doesn't mean that during this phase we're just running all the time or we're just like putting hours and hours on the bike. It means that we're working endurance of our strength too. So we'll go in more depth with this as we go. But basically, I wanted to go over the first 90 days. This is kind of what it looks like. Again, a layout, a sample of what you could expect. In the first 90 days, at first 30 days, we're working mobility and movement correction. In the next 60 days, we're going to be doing stability of core and coordination. 90 days, muscular and cardio endurance. So all the things we just talked about, I want you to see the timeline of how things are starting to flow together.
Yeah, then we go into hypertrophy. Now, hypertrophy is about building lean muscle tissue. This is about the muscles going through micro tears and healing process to actually build muscle tissue.
Right. So I know a lot of people sometimes ask me, like, I don't want to bulk up. This is not what this is about. In effort, if you wanted to bulk up, you literally would have to increase your calories to a ridiculous amount and lift like crazy for very low reps. This is not what this is about. Muscle growth actually makes your body leaner. And the way I usually explain it is a pound of fat and a pound of muscle, they weigh the same, right? It's both a pound. Just one looks a lot better with their skin wrapped around it. So what we want to go for is muscle growth, leaner body, strength, fat loss, symmetry.
Absolutely. Yeah,
You
let's
didn't
keep
have
going.
anything to
No,
add?
we're not
I thought you
gonna
had something to
dive
say.
No, we're not.
Moving on to max
Yep.
strength.
Next up, max strength. So that's that next phase after that hypertrophy phase. This is about force production. This is about the ability to cause work to happen. This is increasing your weight load. This is developing more force. Now, this does not mean that you're tearing yourself to pieces. You know, we have 80-year-old clients who are working on their max strength appropriate to their needs at the appropriate weight for them. But it is something that we should periodically visit. You don't stay in this phase all the time. You don't always try to hit your PR of the most weight you ever lifted every single time you come to the gym. You'll tear yourself to pieces, but it's something that we periodically visit. For instance, you know, one of our rock stars here, Karen, you know, she's had a couple of knee replacements, you know, arthritis, but we go through these phases and help her with this programming too. So she still works on maximal strength. She still works on power production, things like that. She's a rock star.
Now we're going into power. This is where it gets fun, guys. This is where practice meets performance. All right. And high force, high speed. You're talking about like jump squats, jump lunges, not for everybody, but we modify, of course, where we need to.
We're talking about where force actually has the speed element to it. How fast you can produce that force is what the power element is. Look, we're hitting you with a lot of science here to show you it's the sample of how much we've put behind this for you. And that you don't have to think about it. We'll take you through these progressive phases.
Right. And you know, I know that if anybody's ever been to a different gym before or been to other places maybe that offer different things, there's a lot of great trainers out there, of course. But if there's ever a trainer that's saying, we're all about just lifting heavy all the time, or we're all about trying to get as many of these reps as we can all the time, you're missing that's where injuries happen. That's where you stop seeing progress. You can get really great at one thing for a limited amount of time, but eventually you're going to see those injuries pop in and you're not going to see the progress that you want. And that's why we're overemphasizing all of these elements.
Yeah, because that's unsustainable. And why we introduce a maintenance stage. Now, built into your program, you should come back to periods of maintenance where you're simply keeping the status quo, preventing a backslide, preventing an injury. Maybe you're in holiday or vacation mode. Maybe you're locking in a habit that you needed to for your nutrition program or your mental health. you're preparing yourself for that next cycle. It's important to revisit that maintenance phase.
Right. And then, you know, how many times do you guys like go through a phase where you achieve a big goal and then you fall back and like you see yourself a month later and you're looking up at where you once were? That's what maintenance is all about. You got to practice it. And when somebody has a goal, say, you know, I recently had a client who lost 30 pounds and she kept it off for a whole year. She's kept it off. She's still keeping it off. And that's like a testament of not only sustainability, but true maintenance. And that's a big success story
Hitting
in
your
my
goals
mind.
and keeping them. So again, just a very quick visual, like, hey, this is month 4, month 5, month 6 of what the program would look like.
Right. And so you know that every few months we're traveling through these different phases. So when we're done getting through maintenance, guess what? We're going back to mobility. It doesn't mean you're going backwards, because now when you go into mobility, you're at a whole new level. We can take it to a whole new level. Then we go through stability and we keep phasing through these proper progressions. Guys, this is how NCAA athletes, professional athletes train. That's how Tom Brady keeps going. Let's be honest. This is how he keeps going. He's following this exercise science. And he eats incredibly well.
So we're not going to go as deep into the nutrition component. We just gave you the exercise component, but here's a brief overview of how we're going to do that same concept nutritionally. It's going to be built right into your calendar, right into the MyFit app, right into the calendar. We're going to be addressing these concepts of resetting yourself, portion control, vacation and holiday survival, etc. We'll walk you right through it.
So nutrition, again, just to kind of lay it out, first 30 days, we may work on a cleanse your system with a detox. This doesn't mean, guys, we're going to drink some kind of weird green tea. It means, you know, we're going to detox like what we're eating, all the junk, clean out the cupboards. I think it's a good thing to do every so often. Then we'll go through a maintenance phase, again, where we're just trying to maintain, you know, how many people have done a cleanse before? They lose like a ton of weight because they're doing something dramatic and then they gain it all back. Nope, we're going to take you right through that maintenance phase next. We'll go through portion control. And again, some of these topics may change as we go, and we'll know what you guys want to learn more about. But it's important to know that you're going to have this monthly nutrition accountability. We're going to teach you how to eat food. We have a whole course on how to eat food, but we're going to dive deep and make it a continual thought in your head. And as our community, working together towards these things. We'll have virtual programming, community support, option to purchase supplements if you want. You don't have to purchase if you don't want to, but if you want to take it to the next level and get some of the supplements that we offer, that would be, you know, just add to your experience. Monthly webinars where we'll come on and talk about whatever the topic it is, and you guys can come in and just learn more. Plus, we got food tracking built into our app, so you can come in and, you know, actually track what your meals are.
MyFitnessPal integrates right into our app. So MyFitnessPal, as far as like if you're used to that, that's probably one of the most popular tracking apps out there. Complete integration, tracking your macros, tracking your calories. It works in together with the goal setting inside the app as well.
Did you see how I did like what the news does, where I just switch to the next thing when I'm talking too much, right? So again, just to lay it out, 6 months from now, like I said, every holiday month, I tried to add in one of those vacation, holiday, nutritional survival. Like, you see how I did like what the news does, where I just switch to the next thing when I'm talking too much, right? So again, just to lay it out, 6 months from now, like I said, every holiday month, I tried to add in one of those vacation, holiday, nutritional survival. Like around Christmas, we'll do like a Christmas survival. Around, you know, spring vacation, we'll talk about that. In July, that's usually where we see the biggest, you know, fall off of people staying consistent. So we'll go deep dive, maybe make some camp workouts, some beach workouts, just make it fun so that you can keep going with your goals and still see success. Again, anyway, just to lay out kind of how the months work, reviewing of the whole year, so you can kind of get that final picture. And here's another great client. This is Gia. She's been with us for years. She's been working with Joe, have seen great progress, great success. Gia, if you're here, shout out to you. And it's all about your health anytime, anywhere. So now with technology, which we'll get into more, right now, like we're talking to most of our members right through from our home office. So we can really reach you where you are. You guys know that if you've jumped into any of our live streaming, you've seen how we can interact with you. Well, we can also, take it to new levels with our app.
Right. So, and as technology grows and advances, we're going to continue to grow and advance with it. So we can meet you right where you are.
So this is sustainable fitness. We talked about strong, healthy, and happy. This is what we really mean. Strong is a progressive fitness plan guaranteed to challenge and transform and sustain. Healthy, community nutrition programs that help to keep you accountable and teach you how to eat food for the body you love. And happy, we're also going to focus in on mindset. And we're going to come up with community goals that we can work toward together. So I know when we went through the full year, we kind of skipped over it, but when we go through a detox phase, we're going to be, talking about, okay, how do we detox our mind? What's holding me back? Am I watching too much TV? How do I detox my house? We're going to be going through some of that stuff too.
So think about it, like I mean, all of you can relate to this, and I can relate to it too. The times where you don't have a plan. What should I be doing next? And you're just going through the motions. That doesn't feel good. It makes you feel lost and oftentimes aimless, and even second guessing what you are doing to help yourself, what you think you're helping yourself. Not having somebody to guide you and show you, not, if you've ever been lacking a resource where like, man, I don't know what to do, but I don't even know who to go to help me to learn and know and do this and to keep me accountable. Maybe it's no fun to go it alone. And having that support of a community where you're in something together is just so critically important.
Right. And having the right tools to use. We're not just talking barbells and, and kettlebells and straps and stuff. We're talking making it easy for you to access anytime, anywhere. I want you to be able to tune into your workout. And I know nobody wants to talk about quarantine right now, but if you get quarantined, I don't want you to have to miss your workouts. And so we have the ability now to reach you where you are.
Right. And
I wanted to talk too about monthly challenges. Yep. So we're going to actually have monthly challenge events where each month, say we're working on mobility that month, there's going to be a challenge at the end of the month. You'll know about it all month and you'll be working towards it, where you can come and you can actually see what your progress is. And we'll have people who, who were the most accountable that month, the people who are the MyFitters who were the most successful at this, whatever challenge it is for the month, just to kind of keep that community feel, make it fun, and make it something that you can work towards.
Yep, absolutely. All right, one of our new pieces of tech, guys. Some of you may have already seen this. We have a virtual assistant named Leo. Now,
I gotta say, Leo's one of my favorite employees. He works 24/7. He never complains. He's always there. Joe, I love you, but Leo is like, he's there.
Sometimes Leo doesn't understand what you're talking about. So listen, anytime you call our front desk, if we're not able to pick up, Leo's going to try to call you back or try to text you back. Okay. Use this resource. It will respond to booking classes, booking personal training appointments, changing your payment methods, etc. This is a great tool. If we're not able to get to the desk, again, we have to change with the times. We're not always available at the front desk. So leave us a message, send us a text message. We will get back to you. This is a great tool for us to use.
All right, so we're going to give you the number to text Leo directly at the end of this, and we're going to have you practice. So you can sign up for classes. Like Jess said, you can change your payment methods. It just makes it so easy, and it's 100% secure. So we just want you guys to get to know Leo, because he does a good job. All right, and then we're going to talk about our app. I mean, for those of you who have seen our app before, of course, this looks kind of similar, but we're upgrading everything. So you'll be able to have a whole calendar. You'll be able to see what your goals are that month, what kind of workouts we're asking you to do that month. And it's integrated with, if you have an Apple Watch, if you have a Fitbit, if you have, what are the other types of tech? MyFitnessPal does some food tracking. So all kinds of great technology that we're making really usable for you and able to integrate with everything that we're doing.
All right, so here's the nuts and bolts of it. So what it comes down to...
This is the stuff you guys have been waiting for,
I know.
Right? Thank you for listening to us, by the way.
It would not have landed without the explanation of what we're doing and how we're doing it and why we're doing it. So here's what it comes down to. The basic membership is going to generally stay the same. The 24/7 facility access, for those of you who use that primarily, and that's exactly what you want, that is absolutely going to be there for you. And the pricing for that is going to currently stay the same. We'll go over the pricing in a moment, but let's just go over the levels first.
So essential membership is now being called a basic membership. So just so you guys kind of get along with
changing some words,
some of the words that we're using now.
We're also going to have a virtual membership, and that would include the unlimited live streaming workouts. We are continuing our live streaming workouts. Right now, they're in conjunction with our live in-house workouts. So you're joining an in-house workout. So that will be another additional level, or another option. Yes.
Get your words right.
And here it is. So this is the one that's going to be the premier membership. Is going to include that 24/7 access to our fantastic facility. And then we're going to move into the unlimited group training sessions. What we have been doing for classes.
So formerly known as classes is now group training sessions. And we want to tell you why.
Yes.
What's the difference?
We are getting more intimate. We are getting more focused. We are walking people through the progression of the master program, like we talked about. So we're talking about hands-on group training, progressive programming, monthly challenges, everything that we just outlined for you. This also included in this premier membership is the live streaming classes and the on-demand workouts. So this is really the total solution that we feel is going to be the best fit for most of you.
So we're taking what were classes and turning it up 10 notches, and now it's group training sessions. All right, we're going to cap them, I think, at 12 people right now per class. So those reservations are super important because they help us to plan.
Right.
But we're excited about this. It's going to include that fitness nutrition tracking, and you're going to now get every premier member is going to get one personal training session a month to check in with the coach, check in with your goals, make sure if you need modifications to some of the things we're doing, you guys are going to get access to that. And
that's booked at your convenience. Our entire, our schedule of personal training availability, you'd simply log into your profile,
or click the just session, ask Leo,
or you could even ask Leo. You
just say, Leo, I want an appointment, right?
Book a, yep.
I better make sure before I say that, but yes.
So then we move on to the VIP membership, silver and gold. So many of you are in silver and gold levels right now. You're going to get access to the enhanced MyFit24 app, as all of those enhancements that we're bringing on, so that this changes very little for you guys outside of that. You're getting an additional bonus there with that.
Right. So what we were calling silver and gold is now our VIP level membership.
Yes. And that means we're completely customizing your program. So the master program is going to be very good for most of you almost all the time. Now, if you have a specific injury, specific needs, specific goals, now that's where we tune in. If they're the 18-year-old athlete who's looking to really kill it in their senior year, we're going to come up with a sports specific program for that. If you're the 35-year-old dad who's trying to get himself in shape again, and lose 20 pounds, we're going to come up with a very specific program to achieve that goal. So this is for that hands-on, focused attention,
next
total
level.
Custom programming.
Right.
And the levels here with the VIP training has to do with how frequently you're meeting with your coaches.
Right. So a silver coach is one training session a week, yep, or 4 a month. Gold is twice a week or 8 times. And then we even have a platinum level, which we'll get into.
Right.
All right, this is Amy, another client testimonial, just talking about how during the pandemic, we just seamlessly switched gears and we're able to just take things to the next level. And I so appreciate this and Amy for writing this up for us, because that's what we're all about, is we're going to meet our community needs. And that's right, where our heart is, in this community.
And that just feels good to have someone share that we've met their needs and changed with the times. And that's what we're doing again right now. We're meeting the needs of our community.
All right, looking at that full year again. Now you can see the mental focus, the nutrition focus, kind of have a better idea of what we're talking about. Like I said, in July, we're on mobility. We're going to focus on the great outdoors as far as how we eat, and the 80% rule for focusing on, if you're missing some workouts, how to mentally get through that and how to get the most out of your summer as you can. Just so you guys know, we got you through the years, and we have a 30-day guarantee.
That's right. We're going to put our money where our mouth is. And as we make this transition, whatever level you choose, if you go into this new program, where we're discontinuing the old packages and the old programming, you move into this new program, you complete a dozen workouts during the course of that month, and you don't get closer to the goals that you were looking for, we'll give you your money back. No joke. We're that confident. We're extremely confident. We know how to do this. We know that if you do it, you will get what you want. So this is a bold statement, and we stand behind it. And those of you who've been with us for a long time, we do what we say we're going to do. We always follow through. So um, so there it is. We're bold enough to stand behind that guarantee. Details apply, all that stuff, you know.
Get into that later.
Right.
Right.
Here's a quick picture of the whole thing right here. We have the basic and the virtual levels available to those that, if that's the perfect fit for you still, awesome. That's still available. Okay. And we have, then it moves into the Premier, where that basic and virtual memberships are part of it, as well as those unlimited group training sessions, access to the master program, personal training sessions, fitness, nutrition challenge, etc. And then you move up into the VIP, and with the personal training sessions and totally customized programming.
Right. And we should say too, with the Premier, if you're getting the group training, there's going to be 10 to 12 people in each training session. When you move up to VIP, we're down to 1 to 3. So you get more of that focused attention and person. So it's what we call our coaching memberships now is VIP. And just so you know, if you're a VIP member right now, we're not going to go and change the program that you're working on right now unless you want us to. You guys are going to can continue doing exactly what you're doing. And what VIP does for you is you no longer have to have a separate essential membership. Everything. Right.
So here we go. This is the price points for each one of these levels. You can see, you have an idea where you are now and where we really need to be. You know, we haven't adjusted our prices since largely since 2010. Some of our pricing structures that some of you have been on have been for 11 years. And I can't think of a single other business that's done that. And that's something that it's time. It's time.
We were just talking about today with Joe, like the cost of milk through the years. Who doesn't talk
Right.
about the cost of milk,
you know,
the cost of a stamp?
Right.
Well, you know, we've held on to these prices a long time, but with the moving times, with the way that the economy is, the way that things are, rent and everything becoming more expensive, we have to move with the times too. And guess what? Our education is getting better. Our team members are so professional, and you know, constantly. I don't know if you guys know this, but we help them with continued education, and they're constantly learning and growing. And so we need to make sure that we have great jobs provided for them.
Yeah.
And guess what? I don't know, you guys don't know much about, you may not know much about the personal training industry, but it's very cutthroat. So the fact that we offer full-time positions and we can give them a career rather than a part-time job is really, like, that means a lot to me, because literally what I've built for this business is a job that, like, my dream job. So because you can come and you can work with the clients, you don't have to worry about sales and all that. You can focus on the client and what their needs are and how you can help the person. And that, you guys know, through the years, all of our coaches have been people who really care about the people. It's not about, oh, I can do the best form of bicep curl or I can squat the most. It's all about people to people, and that's the type of person we want on our team.
Yeah.
And they can probably do the best squat too.
And they have awesome squats. We're gonna post all that information, so that information is going to be, you know, publicly available. We'll probably send out an email either tomorrow or the next day, just to make sure that everybody has that, so they can look through it. Our website is just about to refresh, so that all of this information is going to be right on there, so you'll be able to see it and choose the best plan for you over the course of the next month, because we have some time to work through that.
Right. And just wanted to point out, Stacy, Salen, and if you're out there, thank you again for your awesome testimony. She's been a member for a long time, great supporter of MyFit24 and what we do. And Megan Santiago, I know you were signed up and supposed to be here, so thank you to Megan's. Always great. She's also in one of our video testimonials on our website. Check it out. She's just an awesome person altogether, and thank you for your testimony. And here is this awesome picture of the three of us looking awesome.
I got my quarantine beard on right there.
I have to say that this picture of Joe doesn't let me take his picture very often, like I said. So I think this is from like Joe's first year when he was an intern. I had to Photoshop us together. So it looks pretty awesome though, right? Anyway, we're evidence-based, expertly sustainable fitness system designed to empower you. That's what we're all about. That's what we want you guys to get out of our services that we offer. So Here are your action steps. Here's what we need you guys to do.
All right. So action plan. We need you to choose your membership level that serves you best. You know, we need to have this transition. We're looking at October 20th. as the shift line. Many of you have multiple dates. Some of you have different dates depending if you're some of the coaching layovers and things like that. Again, we're cleaning everything up. We will prorate everything as needed. We will make the start dates line up properly. We will handle every single one of you individually to make sure that we get that match point perfectly. So have no fear about that component. We've got you 100%. And we just need you to choose the best level for you, and get that signed off and signed toward before October 20th.
Right. And here's what you can do right now, if you want to, is text Leo. If you have a question, if you have a comment about what we're doing, when you text this number, 506-2259, that's us. So we can see it anywhere, like actually all Joe, Jesse, and me, we can all see and respond to your messages. So even if it's the middle of the night and you have it, you can text there. We might not be up at that time, but we will get it and Leo will start working with you. If he doesn't have the specific answer for what you want, we still see what you do. So every time you guys call, Leo lets us know. Even if you don't leave a message, we can see when you guys call. So we can, but it's important to leave a message because we want to know what you guys want. But if you guys can, if you want to do it tonight, you don't have to make any commitments tonight, but if you just want to let us know kind of where you're heading, that would help us tremendously, because I know it's going to be a long process. And like Jesse said, we would love if you guys can, before October 20th is when we're going to be ending all our current memberships. All right. Sounds scary, but it's going to be awesome. I promise you, we're moving into a new level, next level, and things are going to be great.
So you can text Leo directly, ask questions. You can take it. So shoot that text out to us. We'll get to it. We're going to be very busy over the next 2 weeks, replying and answering the messages, as well as continuing to service our members, to serve you guys. So we're going to be very, very busy. Please be patient with us if we don't immediately get back to you, but we will get back to each and every single comment.
Absolutely.
One of the things that we do, once you have made that choice, we're going to make the checkout super seamless and easy. We'll text you a cart with a secure link where all you got to do is touch it and check out. That's it. Automatically lining up the new start date for the new membership to the end of where yours is. We'll take care of that part. We'll put it right to you, text it to you, you just touch it, complete it.
Right. And don't feel like you have to do that right away. If we send you a checkout cart, yes, we would love before October 20th, but ask us questions in between. But just know that it's the simplest way for all of us right now is if you can use that text message. If for some reason you don't have text or you can't figure it out, of course you can email us, you can call us, you can stop in and we can talk about how the best way to help you is. But if you guys have the ability to use text for any of this, it makes things so much simpler for everybody.
For sure. All right, so last couple important reminders, helpful tips. Confirm your contact information, okay? We communicate about memberships, alerts, appointments through email and text. Those are the two big ones. So use your real email, not the one that you
I know, like I have an email that I use when I really don't want emails, but guys, we need your real email, because this is where we're going to send updates about memberships, updates about class changes. Like we need to know your real email, your real phone number, so that we can actually let you guys know and help you guys more.
We never, ever share any information ever for any reason. We do not farm out your personal info. We do not share it ever with anyone for any reason. So it's safe with us, guys. It's all fully encrypted. You don't have to worry about that component of it.
Right. And communicate with us. If you guys have questions, we're here for you. All three of us, Joe's here for you. We're here for you. If you have questions, concerns, trouble setting any of this up, I will ask you, don't text Joe's personal number if you have questions. Text Leo.
Yes, text the front.
Let's keep that privacy. But if you guys, we want to help you through this. We're here to serve you. We're here to serve this community and make you stronger, healthier, and happier. Like we mean that. That's why we've been here for so long. That's why we've stuck through so many years, and we love what we do, and we want to honor that.
To rock on, there again, that is that number. If you get a chance to jot that down,
you can take a screenshot.
Right. This is the number that's actually, if you call our front desk and we don't answer, this is the number that's going to text you back automatically and say, hey, what's up? So again, just use that as a resource.
And also, if you go to our website, you'll also see Leo pops up after a few seconds. You can ask your questions there too.
So yes, hey, we love you guys. This has been a great ride over the past 14 years in this community, and we are excited to share this brand new master program, this brand new way to go about doing what we do, and to keep this community resource of a top-notch training center in the town of Gorham. We've seen things come and go, and the challenges of economy have had powerful effects to a lot of people. And we have felt that as well. The past 2 years have been enormously difficult for us, to put it very bluntly. And so we're not going anywhere. This is the next move, and we're excited to take this ride together with you. And we're going to make sure that this resource stays in this community and that we serve you for years and years to come.
Absolutely. Now we're going to open things up to questions. I see we already have a great question in the queue. Lori, thanks for jumping in. When will the themed programming start? If we swap now, we'll be able to access everything immediately. That's a great question. So what we're going to do is over the next 2 weeks, things will pretty much stay the same. And then at 2 weeks from now, we're going to start what we call like a sample of what the future is going to look like. And honestly, guys, I don't know if you've been to any of our classes lately between Jesse and I and Joe, but we've already started kind of practicing what we're going to be doing. So if you've noticed a difference in the way that we're teaching classes recently, there's going to be a different focus to it. The class schedule, I know a lot of people are worried about there are no more longer class schedules. I got to remember what was formerly known as a class is now a group training session. That schedule will pretty much stay the same as what it is right now for now. As always, sometimes we have to change things with times and different things. But for now, no worries on that. If you're used to doing a 9 a.m. workout, we will be there for you. As far as the programming goes, Lori, why don't you text us tonight and I'll see what I can get you started with. If you're ready to go now, I can see if I can get you ready to set that on fire.
Yeah. Another question, does the basic include a boot camp and classes? Moving forward, it will not. So the basic membership will include just the 24/7 access and will not include the group training sessions or the master programming that goes along with it. So to those that are using the facility just for that purpose, that nothing will change. That will remain the same. But as the needs of the business have changed over time, and the needs of us needing to change price points in order to accommodate for our staff properly, to stay sustainable as a business, we do need to make that shift in order to properly provide.
Right. And just so you know, like I said, we're upping the level of what we're providing. So what was a class is going to be 10 times what it is now. You guys are going to we're going to be interacting with your app and tracking your progress in time in class. So you guys are going to be seeing your progress as we go and doing little mini competitions and everything. It's all integrated and we're excited to bring that to you.
The basic membership will still have a discount associated with students, seniors, and first responders, military. So absolutely, we are happy to provide that. Again, when we make that leap up into the training programs, we need to properly accommodate that. So we don't have the option to discount those on the month-to-month basis, but at the basic level, absolutely, those discounts will still apply.
Right. Will class be added? More 5 a.m.s and weekends? That's another great question. Guys, we are, and again, they're not classes anymore. We all got to work on
Group training.
Group training sessions. We will, I don't want to say exactly when or what we will, but the schedule will change and shift as we go. The best way to kind of let us know you want a class is to attend it. If you like 5 a.m.s, start coming to 5 a.m.s. Honestly, our attendance has never been lower than it is right now. And so it's really hard to tell what classes people want to come to. You know, I'm used to having 20 people in a class with a 5 people waiting list. So you can really vote by attending. So just like you can vote at the grocery store for the foods that you want by buying the foods that you like, because then the grocery store can provide more of those foods. Same concept. Come to the classes that you really want and start showing us that's what you really want. And you know, like if you tell me you want Saturdays and then I make Saturdays and then nobody comes on Saturdays, we can't keep Saturdays going. So yes, we will keep doing them. If you love 5 a.m.s, keep coming at 5 a.m. and get your friends to come at 5 a.m. and we'll provide that.
So we will transition in our current schedule and we will adapt and grow as the need demands, for sure.
So will there be an actual schedule for the group scheduling? Who determines what the group needs? What if people in the group have different goals? Well, that's a good question.
That's great. We accommodate that in class. So one of the great things about us having the experience we do, it's very easy for us to take a group of people in a class, and I can come in with a plan of exactly what we want to do for that workout and then tune it in for every single person in that group. That's very easy for me to do.
And that's why we have the high quality trainers that we have.
That's right.
Because we can modify things on the spot and give you a million different ways to do the same thing.
Right.
However, if you're looking for something really personalized, that's where you would move into a VIP training session.
Right.
So yes, most people are going to be, if you're doing the group training program, you know, if you want to just get into the Premier membership and you don't really have, like, you don't want to follow the program exactly, that's fine too. You can still come to those trainings and you don't always have to come and follow every single thing. We'll want you to, because we think it's the best thing for your health, but we understand that people have different goals and different needs. But VIP training would be where it gets really personalized. And I see someone asked, where can I see the pricing? We are going to be unleashing the new website. If you guys have been on our website the last few days, I've been revamping it. I do the website work. So that will be coming out probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to get it out as soon as I can. As if anybody works in web pages, you know, sometimes these things take a little while to iron out the details, but we're going to try to get that out to you as soon as you can so that you guys can really see the options. And like I said, ask us questions, text us questions, and then you'll get the best.
But just as a brief verbal cue right now, I mean, the basic levels at what our current rates are at that basic level, at the $59 a month to month, $49 a month if there's a 12-month term and commitment. Right. And those rates are discounted 10% to students, military, first responders. So that's that level. The next step is to the Premier at $97. And then it moves into the VIP at $197, $297, $397 a month. It would just with the correlated number of personal trainings and customization to go.
And again, when you have a VIP or a Premier, you don't also need an essential membership. Right. So in the past, you had to have the essential, and then you could add your coaching. Now that $197 for silver VIP includes everything. So you get total access for everything. So really that price doesn't change much. And then we had some more questions. So Joanne, I hope that answered your question. We will be posting these as soon as tomorrow too. So again, you can text us through Leo and we'll get to it that way, or it'll come out on the website tomorrow. And then someone asked, can we change the 4 o'clock to 4:30? Again,
the scheduling, we'll get there. We're going to make this transition with our current schedule, and we'll absolutely get into adjusting and tuning in, because it's funny, the world has changed so much. Like pre-pandemic, the schedule of when people wanted most classes was totally different than it is now. And then even when we were like mid-pandemic during full shutdown, there was totally different needs of timing and everything. So we're coming into a new spot in the world where we're figuring out where we're going to balance out.
Right. And I think the whole world's figuring out, am I actually an early bird, or do I like the night? So as we go, like, let us know, like, don't ever be afraid to let us know, hey, I love, and I like that you put a specific time in there. A lot of times, if you guys are not in our MyFitters Facebook group, please send a request to join, or you can, message me or whatever. I'll try to get you in that group, because we talk about these things, and I put out a lot of surveys about what is the most specific, what is the best time for you to work out? When would you best do a group training? When would you best do a class? In the past, now it's group training. And we really do pay attention to that. And I look at attendance. Honestly, that's how I make a lot of the choices for the group schedule. So I'll take that on me. But I look at attendance records. And if a class isn't regularly attended, then that's where things change. So again, vote by showing up is the best way that we can do that.
Right, for sure. So again, another question about timing and class. We'll absolutely get to that.
About adding the 5 a.m.s. I love 5 a.m.s. You guys know I'm a morning person. I love that. But we just need more regular attendance at those times in order to add more. But we do have some room in our schedule to be able to add things in the soon
Yeah.
I was going to say in the soon future, but that doesn't sound, that sounds not smart.
Sophisticated.
Okay. Any other questions that you guys have? Pop them in there.
This is recorded. So if you know somebody who hasn't had a chance to see this, we're going to share this recording. We're going to let everybody know. We're going to push out an email to everybody to share that recording. So make sure your contact info is up to date. Reach out to us with any questions. Just let us know and inform us what the best plan moving forward for you is. We're going to work with every single one of you and walk you through every step of the way with this.
Right.
And another message, and this is important. If there is true, genuine financial crisis that there is need, get in hold of us, okay? You know, that if there is true need and there is a conflict, please communicate with us.
Right. Because like I said, we want what's best for this community. And if you need help right now, we could help you out and make something that works just for you. So don't be afraid to reach out and say, hey, I can't afford $97 a month to come and take the group training. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's figure out a plan that we can make happen. But just so you guys know, like this is for our employees. This is making a big difference in their lives. I'm not going to speak for Joe, but I know he's got a lot going on right now in his life and things happening. We want to provide a career so that our employees can support their families. And that's the biggest reason why we're doing this. Also, because we want to take better care of you guys. And we feel like this is really the most scientific. If we're being true to our scientific hearts and keeping you guys as healthy as we can, this is the best path forward.
Cool.
Do we have any other questions? I'll give you guys just a few more seconds.
Another question was, would still have a discount for people who buy a year at a time. We are coming up
with.
Thank
you, Joanne. You asked the best questions.
We are going to be doing a pre-sale. So during this transition process, we're going to come up with right down the line for the brand new menu. We're going to have a prepaid year option for each one of them with an awesome discount applied to it.
Right. So, you can get some huge savings if you prepay any of the memberships. Again, these will all be on the website. It's going to be a temporary time that we offer these 1-year memberships, just like we do every year. We have a sale on the prepaid basic, but that absolutely will be there.
Yep. Good question.
All right. I'm looking through the questions.
I think we got them all. Hey, you guys, we love you, and we love being able to do this in our community. Let's keep it rolling. Keep the communication open. Let everybody know who may have missed this tonight. Couple new quick messages here. Yeah, awesome.
You have to read it. Nobody knows what you're laughing at.
Okay.
He does this all the time.
It says don't say this out loud.
Okay. Never mind. But I wanted to just go and put up that number one last time so that you guys can see.
207-506-2259. There it is. Look at that.
I'm high tech now, Ben.
Yeah, you are.
All right, guys. So text us, and I would love it if you guys want to just text us right now and say, hey, like that just shows us that you guys are paying attention and you know what's going on. But absolutely ask questions. We're there for you. And we can't wait to see. So from starting, the next few weeks are not going to change much, but we're going to just ask you to make these changes. So
make those choices moving forward, and we'll get through all this together.
All right. Thank you guys, and have an awesome night.